Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about who comes to me and how they come to me and what I'm looking for in terms of a good candidate for this kind of therapy. So I have a website, and the majority of the people that I work with self-select. In other words, they do the research and they find me. They usually have tried many things. Some they've gotten some help. They have not gotten help from other things. And while many people have benefited from talk therapy or sex therapy, that is talk therapy, they have found that the problem that they're having, the physical problem that they're having, has not been able to be overcome through talking alone. So they're seeking something else, and when they find my site and the description of how I work, it resonates on some level, knowing that they have to engage in a physical process and not just talk alone. So I referred earlier in an earlier video to this as a kind of touch school, and in one way it is. There are many aspects to it. The people that are coming to me are, well, actually I refer to everyone that comes to me as a patient because it's a healing process. So a person reaches out to me via email, and some people give me lots of descriptions, some very little about what's happening. It really doesn't matter. However, we agree to have a half-hour phone call, free phone call, so I can determine whether or not this person is a good candidate. And the first thing I'm really looking for is the sound of their voice, how present they are, how the energy feels when speaking with them, and very basic if we jive, talking. And I ask questions. So the first question I ask, it to set the stage, is, why are you reaching out to me? And as obvious as that sounds, because these issues are so personal and scary for many people, they have difficulty focusing and really owning and describing what is going on with them. So that's an important piece of this. They need to be able to do that and share with me what is happening in their bodies, what's not working, why they're reaching out, and what they hope to gain, why they think this process is a good process. I ask them, while you don't know what it is, why is it that you think working through the body, grounding into the body, getting out of the head as much as possible is the way to do this? Why do you feel? I want to see how they got to that conclusion. What else have you tried? I ask. What's worked? I think I said that already. And also, why now? That's a really big question. A big indicator of readiness is why now. Some people, it's because they've gotten to a certain age, a certain place in their life, and they realize that time is running out, or they recently went through a breakup or divorce, something where they're starting over and they're terrified about going back out into the world and dating and being intimate. Some people have been living with a physical kind of chronic dysfunction, like premature ejaculation or some kind of erection issue for so long that they just have gotten to it's affected pretty much every aspect of their life, and self-confidence and self-esteem and worth as a human being, to the point where they really feel they have to take action. So there's a saying, gift of desperation, or God, which is a good way of describing how a person can get to the place where they need to get to through desperation to be able to seek help. So I'm listening, and if I feel that a person is trusting enough in that, to be able to take the leap of faith to do this work with me, and they are able to, of course, do the logistics of just time and meeting once a week for 3 to 4 months, which is what it takes. I'll go into that more in future videos about the actual program and process. that this entails. These are some of the things I'm looking for. And some of the things I'm not looking for is someone that is wanting to be fixed, looking outside of themselves for the answers. That's not going to happen. A person that's just unwilling to go in and to dig a little deeper. And also those that are very, I can tell, very so nervous and so distrustful that it's going to get in the way, that they're just not going to be able to show up. So these are things that I can tell right away it's not going to happen. So that's fine. Wherever a person's at, I offer this. However, I have absolutely no agenda about someone pursuing it or not. It really only works if all these sort of pieces come together. So I hope that's helpful and informative, and thank you again for listening.